So my name is Manassi Lamini, popularly known now as Gustavo. So my name is Manassi Lamini, popularly known now as Gustavo.
So, Gustavo, can you please tell us a bit about yourself and how you got into the sport, which is football?
Yeah, so basically, um, I'm a player from like KZN originally, but like I came the side to study basically. So like what inspired me to start like playing football? Nothing really, cause like when you're living like in KZN, there's nothing. There are no like other sports you can play besides football. So like that what kind of like pushed me to start playing football. But then when I got to side, that's when like I saw okay the opportunities in football, which made me like keep going play, keep like playing football.
Who were your early influencers or role models?
Like my early influences and role models, I won't lie. The earliest like person I can remember that inspired me was like Sadio Mane. Not necessarily because of his skills and whatsoever, but because like my name is Maneli, so like they used to call me Mane because like that's the first part of my name. So yeah, like he was my inspiration, and like besides the fact of the name, like because like he's actually also from Africa and he came from a village. All the our story is almost aligned. So like I actually was actually my inspiration from a really young age.
So, what actually pushed you to move from KZN to here?
It was like what was it like? It was actually like my dad passing away. So like I had to move from KZN to come to the side to stay with my mom because like my dad had passed away and I couldn't stay with family members because like after my dad passed, they kind of start moving like weirdly. So I was like, okay. My mom just said, I'm gonna take my son and raise my son, and like I'm glad she raised me because like look at me now, I'm actually a good young man.
So, how do you actually prepare yourself mentally when it comes to the challenges that you faced? What would you say you would. Dikai.
Pause
Actually,
that.
so what would you say was your turning point in your football career? What was that point and what happened in that point of your life?
My turning point like in my football career was when like I went to stay like in Peter Maritzburg. Then when we were there, I actually like joined the team and played a tournament. And in that tournament, I was like the player of the tournament, the top goal scorer, and the most promising player. That's when I realized it's okay. I'm actually maybe cause of the sport.
So, what would you say are the challenges that you faced at that point in your life?
Challenge I faced was that like I just lost my dad at that point, so I didn't necessarily like get time to like enjoy my time, like enjoy being like the first player at the tournament and whatsoever. I had to like after the tournament, I had to come back the
So,
side, and I didn't
how
have
did you
school when I
get
got to the side, so I
scouted
was
to
like
go
home,
into
kind of depressed at a young
start
age. My
playing
mom
into the
wasn't
Augusto
working, so like
Palacios?
yeah.
So, how did you get scouted? So, what would you say are the challenges that you faced at that point in your life?
So like the funny thing of how I got to like play for Augusto Palacios, I was actually like on trial at there's an academy called Lenaja Soccer Academy in Lens. So like I was actually trialing there, but luckily enough, Augusto Palacios was also there to like kind of scout. So after the game, he came to me and I wasn't with my mom at the time. I didn't have a phone, but he came to me and told me that I should like come for trials. Then we'll take it from there. But yeah, I gave him like my friend's dead number. So like I actually went there like after the trials from Lenaja Soccer Academy.
So, how was the experience there, and how did you actually deal with the critics, if there were any?
I won't lie, my experience at the Augusto Palacios was actually like the best experience I actually had like in my football life. Cause like at the Augusto Palacios Apprentice Academy, they actually teach you how to play football. So like I actually did enjoy like playing there, and I learned a lot from that academy. I learned using both of my feet. That's when I actually like honed and developed the skill. But yeah, the critics were there because like I won't lie, I had the problem of like when I'm playing in the township, I'm usually the best player, but when I get there to Augusto Palacios, I kind of like I always feel small, so I couldn't like play to my best to the best of my abilities. So I would just get there and become an average player. But yeah, I was learning, but not like playing at my best football, but like I was learning stuff there.
So fast forward into your life right now. We recently see you playing in Mukalanga, which is one of the biggest tournament here in Soshanguve. How was the experience playing in that tournament?
I won't lie, the experience was nice, man. But yeah, that like was like the kind of the biggest game in my life, and like the game that I got like the most scared of, cause like I was actually the youngest player in the squad. Cause I remember even coach told me that like boy, even after the game, cause we lost 1-0, he actually told me like boy, you actually played like a really good game despite you being the youngest on the field or on the thing. But yeah, that was like the highlight of of like my football career so far. Playing in the Mkalanga tournament, like playing for such a big prize at such a young age, playing for over 100,000, was actually a big achievement for me.
So how was it moving? I mean, how was life after your high school days?
Yeah, life after like matric has been like kind of hectic because like I had to move from Kagiso to come the side in PTA because like it was actually like a big adjustment because like now I had to learn how to speak the Aling on the side and learn all those stuff. But yeah, it was kind of hectic moving from Kagiso to the side. But yeah, now I've adjusted fully and I'm actually it's actually nice being the side now.
So how is it balancing school and football?
Yeah, I won't lie. Balancing school and football is one of the hardest things like one can do because like especially in varsity, like balancing school and football is actually like tough because like there are a lot of assignments and homeworks and quizzes and tests you should prepare for. But on the other side, there is football which you love and enjoy. And then football like gets you tired. Like when you go back to your room, you can't necessarily study, just part and go back to sleep. But yeah, I try by all means to balance. But at the moment, I'm kind of like doing it properly because I have been able to like balance school and football. Like at the moment, I have been able to do that.
So going forward, what would you like to achieve and how do you see yourself pursuing this football career in the near future?
I won't lie. Going forward, I would like to like see myself actually going pro. Then like I don't necessarily want much. Just want to take care of my mom. If I can just go pro and take care of my mom, like maybe in the next years, if I can like maybe sign for a TDC team, then that would be fine for that moment. But yeah, I actually see myself going pro.
So what would you tell your younger self um, if you had a chance to talk to your younger self, what would you say to him?
I'll just tell him to keep his head high. Everything happens for a reason. Losing at such young age, not necessarily like disadvantage, but it's something you should learn from. That's like something I should use to learn to be okay, how to be my own man, stand up for myself. But what I will tell my young self is just keep playing. Someone will notice you. You will make your dreams come true. Just keep playing and like stay